What's an in-text citation? When you write a research assignment in APA citation style, it's important that you give credit to the ideas or quotes from other sources that you use, right when you use them. Not only does this show that you're an honest and ethical student, but it also tells your reader exactly where you found that piece of information. So how do you give credit to other sources in your papers? You use in-text citations, also known as parenthetical references. An in-text citation connects information you're borrowing from a source to a citation in your references list or bibliography. This helps your reader understand where the information originally came from. Include an in-text citation in your paper when you use a quote word for word from a source, or when you borrow an idea or phrase from someone else. In-text citations are written in a special way requiring certain things in a specific order. For a typical APA in-text citation, you use an open parentheses, the author's last name, a comma, the year of publication, and a closed parentheses. If you're using a word-for-word quote from a print source like a book, you also need to include the page number. In APA citation style, in-text citations are placed immediately after the information you shared from a source, often right in the middle of a sentence. There are two ways that you might share information from a source, with a direct quote or with a paraphrase. If you're using a source word for word in your paper, you need to put quotation marks around it. This is called a direct quote. Let's say I found a sentence on page 6 of The Invisible Gorilla by Christopher Chabris and Daniel Simons that makes an important point I want to share. If I take all or even just part of the sentence word for word and put it in my paper, I would need to include quotation marks around it and add an in-text citation like this. This will give credit to the authors and let your instructor or classmates know where this information appeared in the book. Let's say you want to share some interesting information in The Invisible Gorilla, but you explain it in your own words instead of taking it straight out of the book. This is called a paraphrase. And while you don't need to include quotation marks for a paraphrase, you still need to include an in-text citation. Note that this time we don't include a page number because we're not using a direct quote. Remember, make sure that the first word in the in-text citation matches the first word in the citation of your references list. That way, when people want to learn more about the source in your paper, all they have to do is look for the same word in the reference list to find it. Usually that first word will be the author's last name, but sometimes it will be the title of an article or web page that has no author indicated. Let's review. The in-text citation takes readers to a specific citation in your references list, and the specific citation tells the readers where they can find the piece of information you shared. There are special rules and exceptions for using in-text citations, so if you're unsure, check with your librarian or instructor, just in case, or take a look at our APA citation style tip sheet for more information.